an old cleaning cloth. Quite obviously not been used for quite some time. A green plastic bottle. I can't see what it is exactly. A few shards of glass, probably from the broken oil lamp. They're curved and relatively thick. How am I supposed to wrap the rag around the shard using my feet? I'll shove it closer into the light. Huh. Kerosene. Judging by the weight, there's also still some in it. I could try to cut the bottle open. I think I got it all. The rag is now soaked in the kerosene. Good. I'll hold the shard of glass in one of the beams of sunlight. I think it's doing it. The shard focuses the light and heats a tiny spot on the material. Now that oughta... Wow. Way cool. Only a small fire for sure, but still way too big for me to undo my ropes. I can't just chuck myself in the chair into the flames. A thin... Got it. Oh, okay. I have to get there. That looks better already. Ah, that's much better. This rope would... Huh. The remains of what I was tied up with. Several pieces of rope, all between 1 and 2 yards long. The idea of these things is that you hang your suit or uniform over it to stop it creasing. You can then maybe brush it down, too. Let's see what's behind it. Interesting. A family tree. Hey, maybe it'll give me some pointers to where I... There, right at the top. Samuel and Catherine Gordon. Then is that the Gordon's family tree? So this house also belongs to a Gordon. Are they behind the whole thing? The Gordon's family tree, beginning with Marcus and Mordred and going up to Samuel and Catherine Gordon. Hundreds of years of family history, full of murder and suffering. Huh. An old kerosene lamp. Looks pretty big and heavy. The glass is missing. The windows are nailed up with heavy planks. I'm not gonna get out of here. Huh. It doesn't look to me like I'm gonna be able to loosen the boards. Not one bit. Fastened up for good. Exposed ceiling beams. Pretty rustic, all that. There's some a head. I think it's for putting your wig on, so that it keeps its shape. I can definitely use that. Damn it, not holding. They certainly don't belong together. This place in the wall looks a little strange somehow. A secret compartment. Oops, a kid's toy. Nothing more than kids' toys. Some child must have made themselves a store here. I've already got the toy car. I don't need any more of those things. Two landscape pictures. One shows a small rural town, and the other one a moorland scene. A hallway with a stair at the end. There's a kids program on the TV.
Is there anything I can do for you, Samuel?
What the hell was that?
Hello? Yes. We've arrived. It's nice here. Everything's just like you said. No, Tom's gone shopping. Yes. Tom tied him up with rope. I know. The man wasn't very nice to me. But I don't think it's good that he can't leave. Yes, I'll keep watch. Bye.
I think I'm slowly going mad. There was a woman's voice. She called me Samuel, and I heard music. Alright, now I really must pull myself together. Bobby's sitting down there, and Tom's somewhere around too. The pair of them have kidnapped me, on behalf of someone who knows this house. But where the hell am I here? And more importantly, how the hell do I get away? Wobbles a little, but the back of the chair is supporting the head. Not bad at all. I'll tie the rope onto the binding, like that. Let's see. That works all right. I somehow have to draw my conscientious guards into the room. I've never been here before, but the room down there, that somehow seems familiar to me. Okay, now I need to act quickly.
Hello? Everything okay? Oh.
Sorry, Bobby. Nothing personal. And now, let's get out of here. But where's all my stuff? I need my camera. Let's hope that Tom doesn't choose right now to come home from shopping, and that it's not all that far to the next town. A finely carved wooden chest. Now are my things in there? Locked. Yeah, well, it would have been too simple otherwise. The lock in the lid kind of suggests that it's not going to be easy to get the lid open. Yep, so it is. I'm guessing that the chest isn't as old as it looks at first glance. As far as I know, numerical locks like this haven't been around for long. You have to enter the right 3-figure combination. Only, what is it? This castle must be a few hundred years old. It would only ever have been heated with fireplaces back then. The chimney probably went through several rooms, so that it could give off heat all over. It doesn't look like there's been a fire here recently, but there are still a few charred bits of wood in the stove. I'll take one of the smaller pieces. Ah, now my fingers are all black. The piano seems to me to be at least 100 years old. Mom got a lot of pleasure from it. She used to play piano very well. I don't play any instrument at all. And if I could, then I'd rather play bass in a grunge band than a piano in a castle. I didn't know what I should play, apart from the fact that I probably wouldn't be able to play anyway. Bobby must have had himself a sandwich. And there's the wrapping paper still lying there. The circles are recessed into the wood. That means that they must be able to be traced on the paper using a piece of charcoal. Hey, worked well. You can easily recognize the circles as well as the lines. Could the circles on the chest be simplified notes? Notes which just give the pitch, not the duration? If they really are notes, then there's a starting point missing. Perhaps you can begin anywhere, and just have to pay attention to the relative pitch of the notes with one another. That was it. I think. I didn't make any Always the same note. Sounds like it's done something. Got it. Combination worked. Alright, there's my stuff. Alright, I'll just take this stuff. I probably won't need the rest anymore. Boris's note is ripped down the middle. I can only read a half of the text. It reads to me like part of a poem. Days be done. Oh, great. Wonderful. I'm in the middle of nowhere. The next house could be miles away, and Tom could be back at any minute. I think I better find out where I am first. If Tom does come back, I can always jump into the bushes. The boy's around 12 years old, I guess. Looks like he could be watching me. Hey, kid! I know you're there. Come out, I'm not gonna hurt you.
You couldn't anyway. I'm much too quick for you.
If you say so. I'm Darren Michaels, a mighty physics student.
I'm Van Helsing.
Whoa! The vampire hunter? I always thought you were a bit older, sir. Can you tell me where I am? What's this castle?
Eh? It's the old Gordon's place.
The Gordons? From Willow Creek?
Willow Creek? I don't know what you're talking about. Sir Richard and Lady Eleanor used to live here.
And where are we exactly?
Where? In Wales.
Oh, great. I saw some toys in the castle. Are they yours?
Yes, all my things. And my car. I got that for my birthday. I daren't go in there since those men have been there.
You better not. They're dangerous.
Are they werewolves?
No. But they kidnapped me.
Cool.
Have you seen the two men who are living in the castle now?
Yes, nasty men.
You bet.
One of them chased me. Said he would call the police if I don't disappear.
I'm sure he wouldn't do that.
The woman was much nicer.
Which woman?
The pretty one.
I see.
Was here a few weeks ago. She was snooping around and asked me about the summer house and the laboratory. And then she went. She took some blood samples with her.
Strange. Did she tell you her name, or what she planned to do with them?
She needed the blood for research. Angelina said.
Whoa, what?
For research. Maybe she's a vampire hunter too.
What did the woman look like?
Well, like a woman. Pretty.
Like this? Did she look like this?
Yes, that's her. But she had long blonde hair when she was here. I liked her much more like that.
Long blonde hair. And when did you say she was here?
It was before my birthday. About 4 weeks ago.
Long before we coincidentally bumped into each other in Biddeford. What kind of summer house is that?
It's all ruins. Blew up.
Really?
Yes, a long time ago. My father says that old Sir Richard died in the explosion. He had his laboratory in the summer house. He was a scientist. I think he was a vampire.
Really?
Of course. He experimented with blood. Who else does that kind of thing?
Maybe you're right. And they gave up the castle after the explosion?
Maybe. That was 10 years ago. Since I've been coming here, the castle has always been empty.
What exactly did the woman do when she was here?
Looked at the castle and the summer house, especially the house.
Do you know what she did there?
Looked for something, and I think she tried to get into the old laboratory. At some point, she gave up and started searching at the tomb in the marshes. I had to go home because it was starting to get dark. When I came back the next day, she walked past me coming from the summer house. She had a bag of blood in her hand and was very happy. And then, she left.
Listen, Van Helsing, can you do me a favor and keep watch for the car and the other man coming back? I need to have a look around here and, I need a lookout.
Of course. Nothing gets past me.
Excellent. That can't possibly be a coincidence. Angela snoops around the Gordon estate, and I discover a connection to this very family in Biddeford. Did Angelina lie to me? The question is, did she have a good reason, or does she work for the Order? I can't leave here before I found some answers. Wow. The car seems to have withstood the impact well. Hey, look!
Ooh, my car!
The little guy's hatchet. Oh, it's seen better days. Can I just borrow the hatchet?
Yeah, of course.
A tree's blocking the way. But I reckon I can climb over the trunk. Oh, damn! That could also have gone in my eye. Huh. The ground's real soft everywhere here. I think it must be a swamp. I bet as soon as it rains, you can't put one foot in front of the other. This building must be the only one you can still get into. There are two. The belts are a ripstop weave. They'll sure hold quite a bit. In horror stories, there's always secret passageways under sarcophaguses like this. And they always lead down into secret underground chambers. In reality, though, I think I can exclude that idea. There are only probably some horrible beetles and corpse-eating maggots in there. Little Van... There are some stone chips which have come off the edge. Doesn't look all too old. Angelina had opened the sarcophagus, that much is clear. But why? I'll place the sling around the back right corner, and the other around the front left one. The slings are exactly long enough to touch in the middle. This'll take a while. The axe is real blunt. Okay, I felled the trees and trimmed the trunks for a good 1.5 yards. Now how does that go? You can somehow rig up a tripod out of 3 pieces of wood. So, and then like so. Yep, exactly. And now, one tripod. Just has to be erected now. I'll position it as well as I can over the sarcophagus. The slings could definitely carry the lid, and I've put them on so that the lid can't tip. The slings could definitely carry the lid, and I've put them on so that the lid can't tip. Huh. It's a miracle that the stairs haven't collapsed, but I'm still not gonna step on them. A pulley, somewhat battered and weathered, but it still works. That could help me to get the sarcophagus open. Great idea. Oh, but sadly I've forgotten my crane. You know, the one I wanted to hang the pulley from. Great idea. I'll hang the pulley on the rope. I'll try to get as much of the rope as I can. The length just makes it. Real careful. I hope it's gonna hold. What have we got here? Steps leading down. The gap is big enough to squeeze through. I only hope that my rig up doesn't collapse as soon as I'm in. Whoa. Now where's this then? Looks like the inside of a tower. And here's some kind of crater in the floor. Looks like something's exploded here. A piece of plastic tube. Okay, I'll stick it in. Rather light. The walls of the pipe are thin. Maybe it belongs to part of a ventilation system or something. There's paper lying everywhere. Most of it soaked through from rainwater. Here's a folder. Oh, it's only wet on one corner. Newspaper cuttings. From 1981. 12 years ago. William Gordon in fatal accident, Willow Creek. William Gordon fell on Tuesday from his studio in the tower of his home due to unknown causes. Blah, blah, blah. William Gordon, suicide. As the police today announced, we are now dealing with the fall of the master of Blackmere Castle, close by the village of Willow Creek. In all probability, a suicide. Here's another piece a week later. Grim serial murders in Willow Creek. Blah, blah, blah. Latest victim of Bloody Trail, Vic Valley, just 12 years old. According to police sources, his body was found next to a stone circle in the woods. The condition of the corpse gives reason to suspect a ritual killing. Another 2 weeks later. Main suspect in Willow Creek murders identified. As Scotland Yard has announced, it has been established that at 3 of the murder scenes, there are signs which suggest the involvement of Samuel Gordon, the grandson of William Gordon, who was killed last month. Samuel Gordon was found dead 2 weeks ago at the foot of one of the towers of Blackmere Castle. Apparently the tower from which his grandfather had previously... blah, blah, blah. Reports about the murder fest in Willow Creek 12 years ago. No wonder that Sir Richard was interested in it. William was his brother. The safe survived the explosion undamaged, I'd say. These burns may have well come from a Weldon set. The poster survived the explosion relatively undamaged. It was probably hit squarely by the pressure wave and then pressed against the wall. The kid reckoned that Angelina looked real pleased with herself. Somehow she must have got the safe open. Now what have we got here? A combination lock. But not with numbers, with letters. There were several blood samples. The boy mentioned that there's a number on each sample, and there's a list of names stuck on the back of the safe. Now let's see. Weird. The numbers 1 to 5 are missing. That's Richard Gordon and William Gordon. Gordon's blood. What does Angelina want with that? Does she need it herself or something? Does she want to stop it getting into other people's hands? Whatever it is, I can't trust her anymore. She's in this thing somehow and she's lied to me. I ought to drive back to Willow Creek. Maybe she's turned up there in the meantime. And then we'll see. There's nothing else in it apart from the blood samples. And I know what I had to know. Angelina was after the Gordon's blood. The question is, why? And what have I got to do with it?
Whoa, you've been in the crypt? Are there coffins in there?
Yeah, but no vampires.
Shame.
What is it then?
A car! The other man's back!
The other kidnapper? Huh. Thanks for the warning. Okay, run home and tell your parents they should call the police, okay?
Cool.
I've got to be careful. Tom won't be too happy that I've disappeared. Huh. A hook. It still looks pretty sound despite the rust. I could use the hook to fasten the pulley to the ceiling. Good thinking. Ah, it's damn well fixed. I'm not gonna get it out with my bare hands. I'll try to loosen the hook using the hatchet. That worked amazingly well. A water hose, which apparently they used to use to blast the garden. Ah, it's had it. There's a huge rip in it about a yard long. I was probably watering it over the winter, and when it froze, it will have bursted. Hoses have been real useful to me up till now. Hopefully the same goes for this one. The piece with the rip can't be repaired. I'll cut that bit out. Okay, now I've got two halfway usable hose ends. Whoa, hey, a welding torch. Angelina was using some heavy gear, but it doesn't look like it's been used. The safe wasn't cut open. Works perfectly. Works perfectly. If I heat up the plastic tube, it'll expand. Then the ends of the hose will fit into the tube. I think that'll do. It fits. Just wait a bit while it cools down. Done. It's a pretty close fit on the hose. No more water's getting out of there. When the water flows through it, that'll cool the tube down completely. It's on. The hose is in position. Okay. That ought to do it. Tom's car's back there. Maybe I could hotwire it and...
I don't care what's happened to your head, you useless pisswit. Make sure you get the old cow on the phone. I'll look for that bastard.
I'm never gonna get to the car. Tom would see me, and I think I've seen a weapon. Looks like there are two options. I can wait here for the police, and then explain to them for hours on end what's going on here. Or I can lay a trap for Tom and then steal his car. Okay, let's hope everything works as planned. Hey! Tom!
Stop! Stay where you are! Don't move or I'll shoot.
And I'd bet that'd be the highlight of your last 5 minutes on Earth. Tom.
Get me out of here!
Huh. Why should I? Weren't you gonna shoot me just now?
I wanna get out of here!
Then throw your weapon into the swamp and give me your car keys.
I'll...
You'll what? Die in utter misery?
There. Now get me out of here.
Not so fast. What's going on with Angelina? Is she involved with all this?
I've already told you. I don't know any Angelina.
Tja, I'm inclined to doubt that. She was only in the village a few days ago.
Then I didn't see her.
You would certainly have noticed her.
One more time. I don't know any Angelina, and there was nobody sniffing around the village either. Except you, okay? Throw me a bloody rope, will you? Or something or other.
Who ordered you to kidnap me?
You're supposed to pull me out of this!
Was it this secret society?
I don't know anything about a secret society.
The Order. That means nothing to you?
Yeah, okay. I was supposed to find you, knock you out, and bring you here.
And then?
She was going to call me on the phone and give me further instructions.
She.
A woman. Sounded quite old. No idea who she is.
And she didn't want me staying in Willow Creek?
Yeah. I was supposed to bring you here as soon as possible.
Do you know who belongs to the Order?
No idea. I've only ever seen these nutters over by the mine. They were wearing masks. I don't know who they all were.
All right then. I'm gone. The police will be here soon.
Get me out of here!
Why? Do you seriously believe you're gonna be sucked to the bottom? Idiot.
Excuse me, sir. There's been a letter delivered for you.
Who delivered it?
I don't know. It was in the hotel's post box. But there's no stamp on it, so it must have been delivered personally.
Huh. Thanks. Hey, it's from Angelina. Dear Darren, I haven't been completely honest with you.
I've been concerned with Willow Creek and Black Mirror for some time, and it was you I was looking for in Biddeford. I stumbled upon something there that I don't want to write about here. I can only tell you this much. You are in danger. There's a group of people who are out to kill you. They were already after you in Maine. They caught me here in Willow Creek. I managed to escape, and I've been hiding in a safe place since then. I found out today that you are here. I'll explain everything to you and hope that you will forgive me. No, I know that you'll forgive me when you know the dreadful truth. Come to the old lighthouse tonight at 11 o'clock. Make sure that no one follows you. I'll explain everything to you there. Together we can put an end to this whole thing. Take care of yourself, and trust no one. You don't know who might belong to the Order. Angelina.
Angelina's alive. That's the good news. But what kind of a game is she playing? Can I trust her? She lied to me. She knew about this place the whole time. And I'm sure she wasn't unfamiliar with Reginald Boris either. The question is, what side is she on? What's she up to? Either way, I'm gonna find out this evening at the lighthouse. But I should take some precautions. The only place where I'll get a few honest answers is in the Chronicle of the Gordons. Once I know which role the Order plays, perhaps I can deduce what game Angelina's playing. I've got to find a way to read the Chronicle in the museum. Excuse me. Hi. I've just arrived in Willow Creek. Have you got any tips for me? Is there anything worth seeing?
Are you also a tourist?
Yes. You could say that.
Well, we actually wanted to take a look at the notorious sanatorium today. But some kind of freak has made a hotel out of it. And the guy at the reception tried to pawn us off with some cheap tourist rubbish. Like we were thrill seekers.
Exactly, Albert. And then he says that the ghost of this Samuel Gordon still haunts the castle. You can see him at night at the windows of the burned wing. Really spooky.
Laughable. Anyway, we came here afterwards. We'd expected a bit more from a black museum. We'll go and see the castle afterwards. Hopefully, that's at least worth looking at.
Thanks for the information. Well, enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you, you too.
A great place to hide. So I've just gotta wait. The museum closes in an hour. Hard to believe that I really did fall asleep. but it's only just after 9, and I've got enough time to have a look at the Chronicle and then go to the lighthouse. It's damn dark here. Good that at least a few lights are left on overnight. It's open. And therefore our brotherhood should operate in the spirit of this great man for all time. It shall serve beyond the dominion of the church. Our great strength lies in our secrecy. We stand in the darkness, in the shadows, and look into the light. For if no one knows we exist, therefore, my brother, the members of that order know, be wary, my... Let's have a look then. This is where the part about the order seems to begin. Only the brave actions of this valiant man preserved us from Mordred. It is to him, Father Matthias, that we owe for our life and freedom. Let his name not be forgotten, no less his doings, which we carry with us in our hearts. But nevermore shall the destiny of our community lie on the shoulders of one man alone. A man who may not possess the strength of Father Matthias and cannot withstand the powers of evil as he did. Therefore, a secret society shall be founded. The most decent and brave men of our community shall belong to it. They shall guard the academy and the key, the sacrifice room and the scriptures. They shall be the very men that stand between the world and the abyss. They shall pass their knowledge of Mordred and his dark forces from generation to generation. They shall be the descendants of Father Matthias in both spirit and action, for he gave himself for the well-being of us all. Does that mean the Order want to prevent Mordred from gaining power again? 100-year-old crazy ass. Crazy. But assuming the people in the Order really believe in it, then why are they after me? I don't intend to bring Mordred or any other bad spirits back into the world. And even if, how could I? These guys are completely nuts. People have been murdered here because of this ghost story. And Angelina, does she believe in this? Huh. Time that I ask her just that. We're gonna meet at the lighthouse soon. Huh. Hardly anything in it. Oddly surprising, considering how little seems to go on here. Huh. I can see a tissue, some pieces of paper, and a chewing gum wrapper. Chewing gum, wrapped in aluminum foil. I just need a paper clip and then I can build an atomic bomb. A run-of-the-mill wooden board. It's part of the sewing machine. I'm sure no one will notice if this piece of wood goes missing. I'll take it. Still the same weird shredding machine as yesterday. The window seems to be my only possibility to escape. Unfortunately, it's a little high up. The shred is covered. Huh. There are two metal strips. One on the wall and one on the window. That's gotta be a pretty simple alarm. As soon as you open the window, the contact is broken and the alarm is triggered. You can't say movies aren't educational. That should be enough. The electricity will be conducted through the aluminum foil, even when the window's open. That went well. I should probably,
Satan!
Not again.
From days done by till days be done. The same befalls each golden sun, a silent shadow hanging long. Gripping terror doth grow and grow, never cast into the light. Never is an end in sight.
What? What did you say? Where do you know this poem from?
The spirits of the forest whispered it to me.
Spirits of the forest? What's all that garbage?
Ghosts in robes. They've got horrible white faces. In the forest, near the haunted mine.
Hey, wait! Do you belong to the Order? Hello? That was the poem that Reginald Boris had on him. He probably belongs to the Order. And the bum said he heard the poem near the mine. I should go and have a look around there before I go and meet Angelina. So it's here. Man, what's wrong with me? If I was superstitious, I'd say a couple of ghosts just tried to make contact with me. But let's be rational here. I'm probably just losing my mind. Fantastic. Oh well. Hopefully it's just lack of sleep and the exhaustion.
I don't like it either, but it was right to send him.
Members of the Order, I gotta hide.
Once they opened the grave and the boy wasn't in it, I knew this would happen.
But he was so far away. Isn't it possible that the curse hadn't taken control of him?
She sees it differently. Otherwise, she wouldn't have tried to keep him captive.
Psst. She's coming. We thought we should meet in the mine today, due to the weather. Is that okay with you?
It makes no difference.
I should have guessed. Miss Valley's behind all this. She's Little Vic's sister. She's been really involved in the whole thing. And of course, being a librarian, she knew the Order's history. She must have convinced a few people from the village to get involved. Then, for whatever reason, they've targeted me. And this Miss Valley will stop at nothing. I'm sure of that. Was Angelina in her way? I gotta find out.
What does this mean? Why are we having this meeting?
Is there something new from Reginald?
What about the girl? Is she really here again?
Have you heard anything from Wales?
There's some bad news. Brother Reginald is dead.
What the bloody hell did you just say?
Oh my god.
But this is not the time for mourning. The girl is still snooping around here, and what's worse, he has escaped.
How? What are we gonna do if he finds out?
Silence. The danger is near. Very near. Both the girl and our American friend could destroy everything we've created over the last few years. I'm afraid we're forced into taking drastic measures.
But we can't.
We've got no other choice.
I better get out of here.
What was that?
Is someone there?
It's him!
Stop the door!
Darren, it's all
The
right.
door!
We're not
Don't
going
let
to
him
hurt
escape!
you. Be careful!
You've got no chance.
I said stop him!
Don't let him escape!
Oh, damn!
Open the door!
I'm out of here.
There he is!
Come on, hurry up!
We're sorry, Darren, but we can't allow it.
No. Oh! No!
He's closing the door.
Push it!
I can't hold it closed forever. As soon as I let go of the door, they'll rush through and catch me. Very good. The iron bars have blocked the door for a while. Nothing's happening. But it must be possible to open the door with this lever. I'll keep trying. Okay, now the door's open. Let's get out of here.
Quick! We'll have to pry it open.
Use the lever.
An iron bar. Perhaps I can fend off the guy with it. Half of the hose. No idea who tidied it up again. Good. I'll knot the hose tight in the middle of the bar. Perhaps it'll work. Yes, the bar's lying across the mouth of the pipe.
There he is! Shoot!
Too late! Grab him!
Well, they sure aren't gonna follow me through this heavy grate. But I'd still better get out of here fast. I've already just been here. I think I've gone round in a circle. Oh, hi, Murray.
What the hell's going on here? You can smell that stench through the whole hotel. Pack your things immediately and get out of here!
There's something I gotta do very urgently, Murray. I'll be as quick as I can, and I promise it won't happen again.
No, it certainly won't.
All right then! I'm here! What's going on? Come out here and show yourself! I'd do anything for you! Why didn't you just tell me the truth? Oh no. Angelina. Where am I? Something's not quite right here.